Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. I didn't recognize the sound at first. Just a soft rhythmic hum coming from the next room. But when I leaned closer to the door, I heard his voice, soft, teasing, intimate in a way I hadn't heard in months. "Stop it, Ava," he whispered, laughing low. "You'll wake her." Her name hit me like a blow to the chest. My best friend. My bridesmaid. The woman who once braided my hair before my wedding and swore she'd never cross a line that could hurt me. I froze outside that half-closed bedroom door, heart hammering in my throat. I wanted to believe I'd misheard. That maybe he'd said something else. Anything else. But then came the unmistakable sound of her laugh. The same laugh that once made me feel safe, like we were sisters. My knees gave out. The mug I'd been holding slipped from my fingers, shattering against the hallway tiles. The laughter inside the room stopped. When Daniel appeared in the doorway, shirtless and wide-eyed, I saw guilt before he even opened his mouth. Ava appeared behind him, clutching a blanket around her bare shoulders. "Claire," Daniel said, his voice low, controlled. "It's not what you think." That line, every cheater's anthem, was what finally broke something in me. "Then tell me," I whispered. "Tell me what it is." He didn't. Neither did she. The silence between them was enough. That was the night I packed a bag and left the house we built together. The house filled with our wedding photos, our laughter, our stupid little traditions like burnt Sunday pancakes and rainy day movies. Everything felt tainted, even my memories. Ava didn't call. Not for weeks. Neither did he. When I finally saw their engagement announcement online, it felt surreal. Like the world had decided my pain wasn't real enough to matter. Her smiling, glowing face. His hand on her belly. The caption. "Our miracle. Our forever." It took everything in me not to scream. A year later, I was working late at the design firm when my phone buzzed with an unknown number. I almost ignored it, but something, a voice, a chill intuition made me answer. "Claire." It was Ava. Her voice cracked like glass. "I shouldn't be calling you," she said quickly. "But I didn't know who else to talk to. The baby's sick. They're doing some genetic testing and—" Her breath hitched. "Daniel's not the father." The words didn't register at first. "What?" "They ran a paternity check as part of the medical panel. The results came back today." "He's not the father, Claire." I sank into my chair, the edges of the world blurring. A bitter laugh bubbled in my throat. "Then who is?" She didn't answer immediately. When she did, her voice was small, trembling. "You remember Ethan? Daniel's brother." I nearly dropped the phone. Daniel and Ethan had always been opposites. Daniel, steady, ambitious, always trying to be the responsible one. Ethan, the charming drifter, the kind of man who could talk his way into anyone's heart and out of any mess. Ava had always said she couldn't stand him. I believed her. Now I wasn't sure what to believe. 2 nights later, Daniel showed up at my apartment. I almost didn't let him in, but the look on his face stopped me. He looked hollow, like he hadn't slept in days. "I found out about the test," he said without preamble. His hands trembled as he spoke. "It's not mine, Claire. The baby's not mine." I stared at him, trying to read his face. Was he here for sympathy? Forgiveness? Closure? He laughed bitterly. "You know what the worst part is? I thought leaving you for her was love. I thought I was following my heart. But now I can't even tell which parts of my life were real and which were just lies." There was pain in his eyes, real pain, but I couldn't feel sorry for him. Not completely. "You destroyed 2 lives for her," I said quietly. "And now you're surprised she did the same to you?" He flinched. I deserved that. I wanted to tell him that karma wasn't as clean as he thought. That what hurt most wasn't losing him. It was losing the version of myself that believed in him. But instead I just said, "You should go, Daniel." Weeks passed. I thought the story was over. I thought I'd finally found peace in the wreckage. Until one morning, I found an envelope slipped under my apartment door. No return address. Inside was a folded piece of paper. The hospital's official paternity report. Under mother, Ava Jensen. Under alleged father, Ethan Moore. Result: 99.9% probability. There was a note attached in Ava's handwriting. "I didn't want you to hear this from anyone else. Ethan's gone. He left before the baby was born." I don't even know where he is now. Daniel won't forgive me. You're the only one who ever really knew me, Claire. I'm sorry. Please just don't hate me forever. I sat there for a long time staring at the paper, my hands shaking. Hate her? I wasn't sure I could. Because in some twisted, broken way I understood her. Loneliness makes monsters out of all of us. But forgiveness was another matter. Months later, I ran into Daniel at the farmer's market. He looked older, somehow smaller. We stood there in awkward silence before he finally spoke. She left town, he said. Took the baby. I think she went to stay with her parents. I nodded. That's probably best. He hesitated. Do you ever miss us? The question hit harder than I expected. I thought about our laughter, our quiet mornings, the safety I once felt. But then I remembered the night I heard her name from his lips. The way my world cracked open. I miss who I thought we were, I said finally. He swallowed hard, nodding. Me too. As he walked away, I realized something strange. I didn't feel hatred anymore. Just an ache, like a healed wound that still remembers the pain. 6 months later, a friend from college sent me a message. Have you seen this? Attached was a news article. Local woman missing. Ava Jensen last seen near the docks late Friday night. My chest tightened. There was a photo of her, tired, gaunt, holding her baby close. The article mentioned that she'd been seen arguing with a man shortly before she disappeared. The man's identity was unknown, but witnesses described him as tall, dark-haired, early 30s. Ethan's description. The last line of the article sent a chill down my spine. Ava's child was found safe nearby. DNA testing underway to confirm parentage. Parentage. Another test. Another truth waiting to surface. I don't know what the results will reveal this time. Maybe another secret. Maybe another betrayal wrapped in the disguise of love. But one thing I've learned. The truth always finds its way to the surface, no matter how deep you bury it. And when it does, it doesn't destroy you all at once. It unravels you piece by piece, until there's nothing left but the part of you that finally stops pretending.